Alright, time for round 5 with super fun deck. We're bogling it up and we are on the draw, and this is a fine hand because we have like a Utopia Sprawl and a Bogle and a land and stuff to put on it. Let's hope my opponent is not playing a Cruel Edict deck. Swamp, not a good sign. I'm not very excited by that. But looks like we don't have any extra creatures to defeat an Edict right now, so we're just going to play this Bogle. Hope it doesn't die. It died. Well, so we obviously could have just played the Utopia Sprawler, but it wouldn't really do anything in particular. So let's draw some cards with Abundant Growth. Hopefully we can draw another creature before they get to 7, or draw another one. If this is mono black control, which it looks like it is, we're in for a sad time since they have tons of edicts. So I'm not going to bother playing around like a Crypt Rats or something. If they have a Crypt Rats in their deck, then they got us. I think it's much more likely that they have like Guess Verdicts and Mortainer's Edicts, and Diabolic Edicts. Well, while we do need a third mana for Ancestral Mask, this Utopia Sprawl is not actually that great at the moment, I don't think. And like Rancors and Ethereal Armors are good. So because any further land, so if we keep Utopia Sprawl, any further land's basically dead. I think it's actually pretty close. Whether we like discard that or discard like this excess Rancor. But I can see a universe where we actually have to like tool up multiple guys here. So, well, if I knew we were drawing another Rancor, I obviously would have. Oops, I would have not done that. That's okay. We will draw another land. Maybe we won't even need to play Ancestral Mask, because Rancors plus Ethereal Armor are pretty good. So we're obviously not attacking with this Bogle because it would trade here and leave us open to an Edict. Hopefully the opponent does not play 2 Edicts this turn. If they do, then we're basically dead. And so I guess we should do some maths. Each Rancor including the Ethereal Armor +1/+1 is giving me +3 power. So I can make this a 13 power creature without needing Ancestral Mask. Whereas if we draw a land, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, so +8, so it would be 15 power. So it would probably win the game easier. I'm gonna take the safer route. Like, this is like a guaranteed pile of damage. They're gonna have to do some chump blocking, and I don't want to end up in a scenario where we draw like another 3-drop and then they play some Chittering Rats like after killing our creatures and we're stuck with it. But it doesn't look like that's gonna happen anyway. Looks like they only drew 1 Edict and they're into chump blocking mode. I like the choice between playing 2 guaranteed Rancors versus Ancestral Mask. Like, I think it's much better to just resolve 2 Rancors rather than failing to draw a land and then only playing 1 Rancor. Might be wrong though. I'm not a Bogle scientist. Yeah, all these Rancors. This card's great. So we managed to defeat our opponent for once. So what are we bringing in? We obviously need to bring in the Young Wolves, since they absorb edicts. So hopefully we can draw some of these. We're going to leave in our Rangers since they also absorb edicts. so does Helios Pilgrim. As for things we're taking out, like Spider Umbra is not that great. We can take out a couple of the Bogles since they're not that good either. As for like these other cards, if for example we knew they were on Pestilence, if they had Pestilence, we could bring in Ray of Revelation. But you don't know that. I don't think bringing in Coalition Honor Guard is a good idea, even though it's like it can maybe be a creature that survives like Pestilence pretty well, like if they bring out lots of the removal, like targeted removal. Because a lot of these mono black decks have just like 8 LD cards in their board, which makes it quite difficult to resolve a 4-drop. And I think that's it. I think that's basically everything. We need to watch out for Shrivel, we need to watch out for Edicts, we need to watch out for a lot of things. It's vaguely tempting to bring this in just because it doesn't die to Shrivel, but I'm not quite that desperate. I considered taking out an Armadillo Cloak, but since we have a bit more in the way of mana than most versions, I think we're fine with a few of the more high impact auras. Alright, it's a fine hand. It certainly can't beat multiple Edicts or like a Shrivel, but I'm not gonna not cast my cards. If the opponent doesn't Edict this, I'm definitely not gonna cast this Ledgewalker. Oh, just playing a Shrivel, that's totally on board. I actually probably should not have played that Plains there. That was actually me going too fast. Because if they have brought in LD spells, they will definitely blow up the snow-covered plains. So we can put an Armadillo Cloak on here, which protects this from Shrivels. Makes me very vulnerable to Edicts, but we don't have any protection from Edicts anyway. So I think playing it's a good idea. Like in the future, we can play this Abundant Growth to try and like hit more stuff. But the thing is, like, let's say we Abundant Growth and draw Gladecover Scout, and then we play it, and then we just get destroyed by another Shrivel, or Way Lives in Nim, or Evenkar's Justice, and so on. I had a feeling they probably didn't have an Edict, since they would have wanted to kill this before I could deploy a Young Wolf or something along those lines. So it certainly looks like they don't have an Edict. So I'm inclined to try and just go for the kill, be as aggressive as possible here. With like this Ancestral Mask. It gives it +4. I mean, it's definitely weak to more if they have drawn an Edict, but, you know, they didn't have one a second ago, so this kills them in 2 hits. If they draw one, then, you know, they draw one. Or if they had one all along and just wanted more value, then that's, you know, fair play to them. They definitely got me pretty good. Hopefully that's not the case. Oh, they had it. So we're on the draw a hexproof creature plan. The last thing we want to see is Chittering Rats, since that will just be a pure time walk against us. They have 7 cards in their hand, which could make things pretty difficult. Well, there's a Ledgewalker. I would like to draw a Young Wolf. So I can either play Ethereal Armor to play around Edict, or Rancor to play around Shrivel. They certainly didn't have multiple Edicts before, so let's hope they don't have another one still. YOLO, as they say. So opponent tanking a long time here implies that there's not an Edict. No, my precious hand. I'm not sure how much it matters which one I keep here. I mean, I'm trying to think exactly what there could be to stop them from dying. Like, I guess if I was to draw, so because if I play Armadillo Kogan here, I basically get +3, so it makes it a 7-power flying, well, pseudo flying trampler. So I don't need to play like Rancor plus another thing. So I guess I'll just keep the Armadillo Cloak. Just play it on my hand. So I can F6. And I think, oh, they might have is Darkness a common? Hooray! We managed to win 4 matches with the Hexproof deck. Well, as you can see, that the deck I didn't have too many mana problems this time. As in this time compared to my like practice leagues where I just couldn't string green and white mana together. So, you know, increasing my white sources and that sort of thing seemed to work out, even though I didn't seem to actually need the Sylvan Ranger. I don't think it was awful. And I definitely found that drinking wine improved the overall experience. Thanks for watching this league set of matches. Subscribe to me on YouTube and follow me on Twitter at Jack Murray and watch my Numart Gaming videos. All that kind of thing. See you next week. Bye.